Hello and welcome to our video game sound design series on Absynth. In today's quick video, I'm going to show you just some basic sound design beginnings on how to make a very simple sci-fi electric machine sort of noise here in Absynth. Now, as we go forward with all these tutorials, they're going to get more complicated sound-wise, so this one will start simple and then we'll dive into gradually more features making sounds as we go. So in this first one, we're just going to stick in this patch view up top. Now there's a whole lot more you can do, but we're going to stick just in patch. And I started a new sound by hitting File, New Sound. So you can start a new sound to follow along, and when you hit the patch view up here, you'll end up in a window that looks just like this. So to create a simple kind of electric sci-fi machine sound, all we need to do is have one oscillator and then a modulator on top of it. So, with our oscillator, we're going to choose what's known as the raspy throat wave. So that's in the morphs waves section up here. So if I scroll down, let's take a look. We have raspy throat right here. So I'm just going to play that completely raw for you. So it sounds kind of raspy and kind of weird. It has a strange waveform, which you can see right over here. So it gives kind of a cool, buzzy sound. So what we're going to do is turn that into something that sounds a little more machine-like. And to do that, we're going to add a modulator down here in the third row. And what we're going to use is a frequency shifter. So if that's not already selected for you, you can go under Type, this pull-down menu, click it, and then go all the way down to Frequency Shift. And it's going to ask you what waveform you want to use for this frequency shifter. And by the way, if this isn't making any sense, feel free to watch all the other tutorial videos I've uploaded on Absynth so far that covers this window in depth. So what I'm going to choose for our waveform in our frequency shifter is a waveform known as Formontique B. Now this gives a kind of cool, again, sort of buzzy machine-like sound to it. Now we can also choose where our frequency shift is going to shift our frequency to. Is it going to be higher pitched? Is it going to be lower pitched? We're going to go lower. So I'm going to take this kind of diamond arrow looking thing and drag it to somewhere around, let's say 70-ish. And that will actually lower the pitch and do some cool frequency shifting sound design for us. And now what I'm going to do is just play some keys for you in a really, really low octave. So I've turned my keyboard, my MIDI keyboard, all the way down by 3 octaves, so -3 octaves. And I'm just going to play some keys and hold it down for you. So the higher up we play, the closer those grains get together. And the lower we play, the further away those little pulses and grains get away from each other. So this can be extremely useful, and I use this sort of effect whenever I need any sort of pulsing engine sound, and I use this as a layer underneath anything else that's going on, maybe an actual engine sound, for example. Now, if I go all the way up in the octaves with the sound, it sounds a little more buzzy and electric. So I'm going up by 2 octaves on my keyboard. Again, something as simple as this can add a lot of character to sampled effects that you're using as well. So if you need to add some sort of sci-fi, buzzy, machine-like flair to whatever it is you're working on, this can be a great way to start. Of course, you can add tons more effects on top of it, but that's where we're going to leave it for now before we get into more advanced effects inside of Absynth. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Of course, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as I make a video every single week on sound design and how to make a career in the game industry. And for those of you who want all of my best info, please sign up for my newsletter in the description below or the card up above. That's where I will tell you how to make a living in the game industry and make an awesome living and be happy and successful and all that good stuff. So sign up for my newsletter. Sign up for the channel, subscribe, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks!